Morning. This is very exciting. We get to do this today here on a Monday morning. I'm here with Padraig Tangney, Chief Operating Officer of Success Rehabilitation, and also Dr. Karen Rosenberger, the Clinical Director here at Success. And I think today we want to talk about one specific thing, and we announced something very exciting last week, and it's the opening of our second neuro-rehab outpatient program in Dublin, Pennsylvania, right in the Dublin Shopping Center. So we're very excited to be opening up, hopefully by the end of August. And I think today it'd be really helpful for folks to understand really why are we opening a new outpatient program, where, and what our overall vision from a continuum of care model that we want to bring to our clients here at Success who have acquired and traumatic brain injury. So with that, we're going to get right into it. I know everyone's time is very valuable. So, Padraig, why don't I kick it over to you to talk a little bit about, why are we doing this and why now, especially with everything going on. So, Padraig, I'm kick to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So to start, here at Success Rehabilitation, we've always catered to the needs of a variety of adults with acquired and traumatic brain injuries, particularly those who are deemed as being higher functioning both cognitive and physically. And for years now, we've had our Dublin program, which is located in Dublin, Pennsylvania, just slightly south of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, where our main headquarters is. And at the Dublin program, really, it's an apartment model where clients had more independent time, more freedoms due to less acuity in terms of their needs, both physically and cognitively. But as we've kind of grown and progressed as a program, what we found is that we need to do a better job really catering to the needs for this specific subset of our population. And in doing so, we've recently acquired some storefront space in Dublin Village Shopping Center. And in there, we'll be having a dedicated OT, PT, cognitive rehab therapy, case management, psychotherapy services, as well as neurocog program all at the space. It's going to be very much geared towards the needs of this population. Again, not that we haven't done it for the past 30 years as Success has been in business, but really just kind of doubling down and really better defining, our continuity of care, but also our levels of care. So we have at our main facility, we have our folks who are, higher needs both physically and cognitively. Our Quakertown homes, which is kind of a step up from, our main facility. Then also now with our Dublin program, which are really starting to flesh out. Again, it's folks who are more independent and need less supervision or less assistance with activities of daily living. So it's a very big step for the program, the evolution of the program, and it's something that we're very excited to announce to hopefully provide more services for a population who is critically underserved in our area.
No, that's great, and it's certainly 30 years. We've been doing this a long time, and our second outpatient program is very exciting, and I know the team is thrilled, and the clients will be as well. Once everyone's up to speed. So, Paul, thank you for talking a little bit about the model. I want to turn to Karen. From your clinical perspective, why do you feel that this is the right step right now for our clients, and really, what they can achieve from an outcomes perspective as they go through the rehabilitation journey?
Right. So when persons have an acquired or a traumatic brain injury, there's almost phases in their lives that they work through. They're gaining back their independence and reaching their goals for themselves. Initially, when people are in an acute care setting, for instance, Moss Rehab or Good Shepherd, someplace like that, a lot of physical needs, a lot of intensive PT and OT and speech and things like that. When individuals reach our level of care, it's they work through those intensive therapies and then they work toward more independence. And Success has been really a leader in trying to really kind of get people to the most independent level of care, most quality of life that they can have. And really each individual here has such a great team, multidisciplinary, everybody working toward an individual's goals at every point in the time. So we have a subset of individuals here who are fortunate in terms of what they've achieved already. If that be already, they have a job, they have ability to manage their own apartment, their own ADLs, or have one apartment mate, just be checked in and from time to time. And those individuals really are dealing with different kinds of issues. They're organizing, scheduling their days. They're working through cooking. They're kind of doing their own grocery shopping. They are doing a lot of kind of challenging things, but things that they are able to do with a certain amount of support and feedback and some supervision. So that's really exciting that at this point we're able to really kind of gain and boost our programming and our supervision and our enhancement of services at that level in Dublin. It's close to Doylestown. It's really in that area where a lot of people are going to be able to make use of that service. And I think it's really, as I hear throughout the entire community, I'm hearing that there's so many individuals who don't need that maybe absolute, a day program kind of thing, but they need some help. They need some assistance in trying to get toward their goals. And this is really what this is about. It's a really exciting kind of opportunity for a lot of individuals who haven't been able to kind of get this kind of service before. It's really unique, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, very, very exciting. And you touched a little bit upon some of our partners that we've worked with throughout the years. You mentioned Moss. St. Luke's is in the area as well. Just from a medical community, I know it's not far from where we are in Quakertown, but it's certainly an area that's very kind of up and coming, and folks within those settings can really look towards us, again, to provide potential patients, which we call clients here at Success. So can you talk a little bit more about kind of how we've been ingrained with the medical community, whether it is your Moss or whether it is your St. Luke's or others that should be considering Success for, really down the road for the needs of their patients?
What's really incredible is that many providers in this field of traumatic and acquired brain injury, they really put a premium on collaboration, and it's so important because we all are working together for each individual. And a lot of times, sadly, in other areas of medicine, that collaboration does not really always kind of pan out. But we really, really focus on how to do that well with coordinating with people who come before in terms of helping out individuals in a different level of care, as well as coordinating when people have current providers, communicating with that individual, trying to let them know what's going on, and whether that be for medication management or for psychiatry needs. And we really try to really kind of look at each individual's needs and how their medical needs, their functional needs, their, kind of coordination with family, communicating with family, and all of those needs are so important, as well as you're mentioning, specifically the medical part, really important. We really put a premium on kind of getting some specialists that are our partners that we can talk to and really give the story of the individual, give the story of the client, so that they know and they can understand what that person's goals are, and we can work toward those outcomes that we really want to get to.
Great, fantastic. And Padraig, any closing comments here? Karen did a great job of talking a little bit about the clinical perspective, but any other thoughts that you have that you want to share with the opening of the program?
No, just to kind of reiterate what Karen was saying, this is a very exciting development for our program. We're continuing to kind of move forward and treat a greater range of clients, both in the community and their homes. So it's very exciting. And another thing Karen alluded to is that there's a lot of redevelopment going on in Dublin, with the town shopping center being kind of remodeled, and a lot of development going on there. So to be coming into the ground floor and really doubling down on our presence in that area just shows our commitment to not only our clients, but also the community in which we reside. And we're very happy to be a part of that process and look forward to partnering with local officials to kind of make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to clarify, so the new program we called Success NeuroRehab Central Bucks, our current outpatient program in Quakertown will now be called Success NeuroRehab Upper Bucks. So Central Bucks, Upper Bucks, and then in Quakertown, we also have our residential program as well. So thank you, Padraig, and thank you, Karen, for chatting with me here today. And again, we're all very excited and can't wait to answer any questions that our fellow colleagues and for those in the industry have about our program. So Karen, I know you can be reached at, is it Rosenberger@successrehab.com.
Correct.
Padraig is ptagney@successrehab.com. In case anyone has any specific questions. And of course, Stephanie Bauman, our Director of Admissions, she knows everything that's going on, so she will be the direct contact for any referrals down the line. And she's always there to help, and she's best in class as well. So thank you guys very much for your time today, and we'll talk soon.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care.